What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another commentary. Like I said, I still want to actually try to get into this. This isn't going to be anything super particular, but I kind of want to just show off the gameplay, honestly. I was playing this game on my lunch break. I finished up my food and everything, was ready to play, having a good time, and we were doing so well. I don't remember if the whole game got captured or not. It was because I have it set just to record the last 10 minutes, so I have no idea. But we were doing so well until all of a sudden the enemy team either got a kill streak or ended up getting a care package of a Harrier or whatever it's called, VTOL. And for some reason, three of the teammates left, deciding to leave only three of us, and ended up getting dominated, and we ended up losing. We were doing so well. I freaking fragged out this game. I had more than double the kills of the highest second frag in the entire game, and we still lost. I worked hard as shit, and there was a couple moments where I just sat there and popped off in this game. So I wanted to use this gameplay. I just didn't know what to talk about. So I think I'm going to talk about the idea of streaming. I'm going to look into it some more. I want to get more in depth in this video. I'm going to be streaming on YouTube. I've kind of decided on that. Now, when I'm going to stream is kind of the question. So I'm going to be looking into hopefully streaming possibly Tuesdays and Thursdays because I don't have as much time as what other people have to be able to stream, especially with moving into this new house. There's a lot of times I need to work on other things, and Tuesday sometimes my dad comes over, but it is what it is, and I'll just try to fit in when I can. I did see that my buddy Thomas got a PS5, so we'll definitely have to be hitting some collabs on there, especially once his ass downloads fucking Discord onto it, because it's super easy, and then now you can actually properly talk to each other on crossplay. No more are you going to have to sit there in freaking game chat. Oh, dude, I hate Discord, or I hate game chat so much, because not only, especially when you're trying to stream, because not only do platforms not give a shit anymore of who's in your lobby. So if I'm sitting there with Chad Van Dankeldick and he sits there and decides to start spouting off the N-word, Twitch and YouTube aren't going to give a shit if that wasn't me, and they have literally rewritten their terms of service basically to state that you can't not do anything to prevent it or something like that. I don't remember the exact wording, but basically you are responsible if you are streaming it. So it kind of sucks. So I don't want to sit there in game chat, even though I love sitting in the game chat and talking royal shit. But also a lot of freaking people aren't in game chat. You know how fucking hard it is to find people in game chat? That, and sometimes I enjoy the good toxic camaraderie, basically that COD brings. But, dude, half the time, someone's sitting there and they are the most dog shit player or dog shit type player where they're jumping around the corner like it's an MLG match every time, jump shotting constantly. Now, I say that and I'm aware that this gameplay did a couple jumps. But, honestly, as you can see, I don't sit there and jump and slide every 3 seconds like everyone else does. And I don't camp like a fucking bitch. Like this guy that was on the top of their team for a long time was going through the objectives, and then I started butt raping him so goddamn bad that he decided to camp in the freaking shoot house window. And you know immediately what I'm talking about. Well, there's also like one window, but everyone, for some reason, this freaking game, and Modern Warfare 2019, but it's worse in this game somehow. Even though the map is literally identical, except worse spawns somehow, that people camp worse in this game. And it's just mind-boggling of how they do that. It's like I didn't know it was possible to be worse. But, the guy just sits there, because you can get a stupidly cheeky angle on B flag, and I freaking love domination. Domination is my all-time favorite game mode, but I'm getting real sick of it. Like, they've ruined it because the spawns are just so dog shit. And then you have teammates that, I especially love getting on a 6-man stack on domination, because if you get a 6-man stack, especially people that either know the game or will listen to you when you tell them the game, because honestly, even though you're not going to win as fast if you somehow capture all 3 flags and hold it, you're guaranteed the win if you just take point A, point B, and league C to them, and don't push past B. Just protect B, because they're not going to spawn behind you, and they're not going to spawn next to you. If you leave enough space, they should only spawn by their C flag, so you know where they're going to come from. Now, I say this, and I have not really been able to get a full stack team or a team that really knows what they're doing to properly set that up. So the spawns could be completely different, because so far everything in this game is just butt fucking weird. It's bewildering. I want to play the new Ubisoft X Defiant so bad. I've seen all the YouTubers play their beta codes and everything, and I want to get one so freaking bad, because everyone's been basically comparing it to like Modern Warfare 3, which, even though Modern Warfare 3 at its time was absolutely hated and dogged on, it shouldn't. Modern Warfare 3 was a golden child. I freaking loved MW3. I played the piss out of it. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. I played that game for years. I mean, seriously, years. The only time I stopped playing it, the time I finally stopped playing was like 2017, when I don't remember what it was, but basically like the servers went down for like 2 months, something like that, and it was just unplayable, and no one came back after that. You know, you used to be able to get a match and domination and team deathmatch, but now you go on the Xbox, and that's where I always played it. You're lucky to get a team deathmatch, and which is just bewildering to me, how much fun and fond memories I have on that game, which is just really disappointing. Everyone says Modern Warfare 2 is better. Now, the only reason I argue that it's not better is because pure nostalgia glasses for, that was, one of the best videos is basically it says what the youth did during the 2009 economic crisis, because there was nothing else to do but play Modern Warfare 2. And Modern Warfare 2 was a very good game, don't get me wrong, but literally the complaint that Modern Warfare 3 is that it literally was Modern Warfare 2, but more balanced. And that, I have always been of the opinion, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because then we come up, and years later, I mean, people hated that game. They talk so much shit about it. But look where we are now. Now where they incessantly urge to change the most random shit of like, why did you change that? Like, no reload cancel, sprinting to reload cancel or anything like that. That has been a core mechanic of COD for years. Why change that? I was never, I liked Modern Warfare 2019, and I appreciated it for doing something new, but I was really hoping they were going to go back to, like, Black Ops 4 style, and, I know Cold War definitely, like, usually people like Cold War better because it was that more classic movement a little bit, but still it was a hair bit fast for me. But, like, Black Ops 4, I absolutely love, and I wish I would have gave it more credit and played it more when it was new, because I took months off because I thought it was bullshit for a while. But that's the COD cycle. Hate the current game, love the previous one. But I have still yet to go back to Vanguard and go back to Cold War with a new vision of appreciation. I actually did go back to Cold War and try to play, and I played 10 matches and hated every single one of them. It was just mind-boggling how fucking awful that game is. And I just don't understand people just sucking the dick off of it. I will go back and play COD World War II before playing all those. And actually, COD World War II wasn't a bad Call of Duty, especially later in the year. So, is COD, well, what's COD going to do? And, this year, even though this was supposed to be Modern Warfare 2019, the 2-year-long COD, and now they kind of backpedaled and are coming out with a full feature release this year, but have said it's going to be basically a direct expansion to Modern Warfare 2. Now, what that means, absolutely no one knows. And everyone's starting the hype train again, but I'm fucking done with it. The next game I'm excited for is Diablo 4. So I will definitely be trying to stream some Diablo for sure, because I love Diablo, and I only got to play a hair bit of the beta on Xbox. It was such a busy weekend when it came out. I am hoping it'll be as good as what it played, because it played really well on controller. And I have really bad carpal tunnel, so it's kind of hard for me to continuously play PC games, especially Diablo 4 is that type of game where you'll just spend hours on. Well, anyway, I think I'm just going to end my random ramblings here. This was a stupid-ass loss on Modern Warfare 2. We shouldn't have lost this, but honestly, everyone says it. Everyone has complaints about it, but for real, I always have the issue of, for some reason, my biggest downfall is my own goddamn teammates. And I don't understand why some teammates just seem to not know how to play the game. And this is like an exact perspective of that, because another thing too, before I end off, if you notice and go back and look through the gameplay, Very seldomly were any of them touching B flag. It was basically just me. And on that note, I will see you on the next one. Bye.